Good evening, I'm AJ Douglas. First tonight, according to the Brewer Police Department's Facebook page, officers arrested 3 suspects in connection to an ongoing drug investigation. Following a reported police stop, police executed a search warrant on Chambers Street. 44-year-old Jamal Lott and 43-year-old Kelly Scott have been charged with unlawful possession. 28-year-old Justin Keith was arrested due to a federal parole warrant in New Jersey. Brewer police say this is an ongoing investigation. 2 people were transported to the hospital Sunday after flames spread throughout their homes. According to the Dover Foxcroft Fire Department, multiple units responded to a fire at a mobile home on South Stagecoach Road Sunday morning. Several other departments were requested for water due to a nearby source being frozen. Dover Foxcroft Fire Chief Brian Godet says that the homeowners were trying to thaw pipes underneath the residence using an undisclosed method when insulation caught on fire and it began to spread.
This is a common thing in Maine, frozen pipes under mobile homes, and homeowners try to thaw them themselves, which I understand, and it was a complete accident, and we'll just have to, go from there.
2 people were reportedly injured in the fire and were transported to the Northern Light Mayo Hospital for treatment. 1 pet was lost and other pets on the property were injured. Godet says the home is not in livable condition, but the severity of the damage was not yet determined. The Dover Foxcroft Fire Department plans to reach out to the fire marshal's office as a routine procedure. A fire in Unity on Friday has left a mobile home completely destroyed. Unity Fire Department Fire Chief Blaine Parsons says that after initial reports of an explosion, firefighters and several mutual aid crews responded to a fully involved structure fire on Albion Road at approximately 8:40 p.m. Friday. The fire had reportedly already begun to spread to a nearby garage on the property when fire trucks arrived on the scene. 1 occupant was transported to a Waterville hospital for minor injuries. Although responders were able to save the garage, estimated damage to the property is reportedly over $100,000. The cause of the fire is still under investigation and has been turned over to the Maine State Fire Marshal's office. When you dial 911, the expectation is that within minutes, first responders, including the police, will be able to arrive. But police chiefs say what the public doesn't see is that their departments are stretched thin because of staffing issues. In this installation of our law enforcement town hall, we asked for some communities' top cops. Are they understaffed? And if so, why?
By a show of hands, who amongst you would list staffing as either the biggest problem facing your department or at least say top 3? So that's everyone.
Police departments from Bangor, Brewer, Bucksport, Vesey, Ellsworth, and Belfast all the way to Gorham tell us they are either just getting to the other side of exhaustive hiring processes or are still struggling to bring people on.
Really understaffed.
Really? Okay.
Detective division has got openings. Patrol still has openings.
When I took over in May, we were down 6 positions. And since then, I've been fortunate that we were able to fill all of them. But it was really a team effort all summer long.
We've been understaffed for on and off for about a year.
In the 6 years that I've been the chief, it's almost exclusively we've been down every year after year.
It's a frustrating problem with multiple factors fueling it. Brewer Public Safety Director Jason Moffett also teaches criminal justice at Husson University. He says that negative public perception is turning young people away from his profession.
What I hear from a lot of people is that they that is becoming less appealing to them now because of that, from the the negative publicity associated with law enforcement and what's going on a national scale.
The chiefs say the sharp rise in mental health and homelessness-related calls are also off-putting to potential recruits.
Like you said, you go on one mental health call for the day, which is now considered police work, they say, and it could take you 3-4 half your shift on that one call. So, and I just don't think that that's people that really want to be police officers and the definition of a police officer. They're just not interested in doing that.
There's also been a shift in priorities. Gone, they say, are the days when officers stayed with the same department for decades and clamored after overtime. The demand for a better work-life balance and higher pay have bred more turnover.
Again, the generation is very interested in working 40 hours, weekends, nights off. Those would all be great if they could happen. But as we know here, we're a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business, and we've got to make sure that we're available when those calls come in.
And the calls certainly keep coming in, so what are they to do? In our next installment, we take a look at how these staffing challenges are affecting police departments, including the work they do and the work they can't get to as a result. In studio, Beth Jones, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Unfortunately, Saturday afternoon, there was another fire. Multiple fire departments were responding to a residential fire. According to the fire chief, Josh Lilly, firefighters found a working fire on the first floor of the home upon arrival. Lilly says firefighters quickly extinguished the fire in minutes. There were no reported injuries. Responding agencies include Glenburn, Corniff, Bradford, and Charleston fire departments. Lilly says there's no need to investigate the incident any further.
It's pretty cut and dry that the fire started at the pellet stove and went from there. We'd want to just stress the importance of smoke detectors. Smoke detectors save lives, as shown time and time again.
Lilly says the home is still livable but may require significant repairs. In other news, following Thursday's Maine Supreme Judicial Court's ruling, the corporation behind a proposed salmon farm has one more barrier to face in its attempt to set up shop along Penobscot Bay in Belfast. We heard from a local leader about why the city is behind the project. A dispute over property ownership was decided Thursday in Maine's Supreme Court after a justice decided Jeffrey Mabee and Judith Grace are the true owners of a stretch of intertidal land. The decision could bring a halt to Nordic Aqua Farm's persistent attempts to develop a salmon farm along Penobscot Bay. I spoke with the mayor of Belfast to learn why city officials support the project.
Creation of jobs. I think the original build out was estimated to be around 500 million over time, which would be enormous tax relief for our citizens. I think it's been very important to me and the council throughout this 5-6 year period and ongoing that we maintain our end of the bargain.
After Mabee and Grace were ruled the rightful landowners, their attorney, Kim Irvin Tucker, says the legal matter is simple.
It doesn't matter how wonderful the city council in Belfast think this project is. If my clients do not want this project on their land, they have an absolute constitutional right to deny Nordic the right to take their land for that purpose.
Conservation protections were granted by Mabee to Upstream Watch and later assigned to Friends of Harriet L. Hartley Conservation Area to preserve the land where Nordic wants to build. Furthermore, court documents state the original deed outlines that land must be used for residential purposes only, preventing any construction for business purposes.
The Nordic wanted to dredge a giant 30-foot wide, 10-foot deep trench through the intertidal land to put these pipes.
The Belfast City Council is seeking to continue moving forward with Nordic Aqua Farms despite the ruling.
The council voted in August of 2021 to exercise something that is called eminent domain, which is used for public good.
Tucker says the city's attempt to use eminent domain to acquire the property does not apply in this particular dispute.
Take their land for a public purpose, like a school or road or something, but they can't take land to give to Nordic to put its pipes.
AJ Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. The governor has declared February 20th through the 27th as Maine Unclaimed Property Week. While it's not a recognized holiday, the state's treasurer says it's a good chance to find out if you may have money coming to you and didn't realize it. Treasurer Henry Beck says every year tens of millions of dollars go unclaimed by Maine residents.
Whether it's uncashed checks or dormant bank accounts or insurance refunds, it goes unclaimed and it comes to our office. And so all year round, but especially this week, we want to get the word out and get people back their money.
The state is currently holding over $300 million in unclaimed property. To find out if some of it may belong to you or someone you know, go to maineunclaimedproperty.org. Now let's turn things over to Conrad Zupinski, who's in now with the first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, AJ. What a cold one out there today. Hopefully you bundled up, because I know I did. I definitely had my gloves and my hat out there. Temperatures were hovering at around 9 degrees here in town. Same story by the coast, but look up north though. Millinocket, 1 below zero. Clayton Lake, 27 below zero. Incredible stuff. There were pockets of some very, very cold air. Winds are blowing pretty much out of the southwest right now. Not a big event going on. We do have a 6 mile an hour here in town, 10 by the coast, so not a big wind event for today though. Our feels like temperature is pretty much in the teens, couple of lower 20s, so it's not really feeling that cold right now, but things will start to change by next week. We did clear up. Our wintry mess is long gone. We just have some partly to mostly cloudy skies out there right now. Tonight, though, we're going to continue to be pretty clear out there. Temperatures will continue to drop into those upper teens. AJ?
Still to come on Fox 22 News at 10. An annual tradition brings the fun while supporting local businesses. And learn more about a fundraiser that aims to keep folks warm. Those stories and more local news when we return.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetspeed.com to check availability in your area.
When a governor wanted to increase sales in his state, I suggested a sales tax holiday. When the Treasury wanted to stimulate the economy, I suggested they try 0% interest.
His dreams, maybe. Dorsey's beautiful home furnishings are all on sale right now. Plus, you'll find items in every department with Dorsey's red clearance tags. So with 24 months, 0% financing, or an additional 5% off, this is a great time to buy quality home furnishings and mattresses from Dorsey's.
Live beautifully and save, my friend.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Come visit Candor Cafe inside the Bangor Mall, where your fresh and healthy meals are made for you by a certified nutritionist. We also offer plant-based and gluten-free options. Stop by and see us today. Candor Cafe inside the Bangor Mall.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. There is so much here for you. All you have to do is take it.
Fantasy Island, Mondays on Fox.
Hello, everyone. The number of veterans committing suicide is alarming, and that's one problem Senator Angus King says he wants to help resolve. He'll join us Monday to talk about his new position on the Veterans Affairs Committee and what he hopes to accomplish. We hope you'll join us on the next Good Morning Maine.
An annual tradition celebrates its 5th year in Skowhegan. David Ledford has more.
After kicking off on Friday, the Somerset Snowfest slid into its first round of activities Saturday morning. The 10-day event is filled with wacky winter fun, including a downhill kayak race and a Mainer's take on the traditional cornhole game. However, organizers say the celebration supports the community beyond its traditional festivities.
The Snowfest is really to help support our locally owned businesses. We're really excited to bring people to town who will spend money locally at a time during the season when it's kind of a little slower than it was previous to the holidays or during the summer. This is a great start to Snowfest, and I think that it's going to be one of our best years yet.
The event is a collaboration between Main Street Skowhegan and Lake George Regional Park. with Hite family of dealerships taking the spot as the lead sponsor. Bigelow Brewing and Baxter Beer Company joined forces to create an original Snowfest beer specifically for the festival.
I'm excited. I guess I'm no longer an amateur because there was prize money. I'm thrilled to be here. I will make sure to put it in my calendar for next year as well.
Saturday's ice hole game was met with excited cheers from participants as they tried to land a winning score. Organizer Jason Cook explained some of the history behind the unique competition.
It started out as just a group of ice fishermen friends just out there throwing rocks in holes, and turned into a more organized game with some rules and real hardware. I feel great, man. This is it's a great day. It's a fun time for everybody.
The festival will wrap up its multi-day run on February 26th with a triathlon and kite flying at Lake George. In Skowhegan, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
An upcoming benefit concert will help local Mainers stay warm for the remainder of the winter. Soaring prices have made it tough for many people to keep their homes warm. Down East Community Partners set up the Thaw Fund to help people in Washington and Hancock counties that are in crisis. Finding enough donations for the fund this winter has been more of a challenge. Development Director Sharon Cadis says demand is on track to rise another 200% over last year's figures.
94% of the people who are calling for aid are seniors, and they're living on fixed incomes. And so how do you make that income stretch if everything has risen in cost? So that's what we're seeing so much of.
They're putting on a benefit concert and auction at the Grand Theater in Ellsworth on February 25th. The silent auction items include everything from oil changes, hand-woven blankets, gift certificates for gift baskets, and lobster boat tour rides. All proceeds go directly to the Thaw Fund. If you can't make the concert, you can donate online at downeastcommunitypartners.org. When we return, we have details on a Syrian attack leaving 5 people dead. And former President Jimmy Carter is in hospice care. We'll be right back.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden. Pond Hill Farms in Brooks, Maine offers 100% grass-fed beef in a variety of ways. Choose between individual cuts that are state inspected and ready to pop in your fridge or freezer. If you're looking to stock up, Pond Hill Farms offer the option to purchase hanging weight by quarter, half, or whole. We also offer live cattle if you're looking to grow your own herd. Pond Hill Farms also offer rental cottages with spectacular views of the farm and the Maine outdoors. Whether you're looking for fresh Maine meat or a gorgeous place to vacation, Pond Hill Farms is the place to be.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Nana's Attic started many years ago for me. When I was a young fellow, I used to go with my grandmother collecting antiques and selling antiques. I went on many trips with Nana as I was fascinated with the world of antiques and the history behind old things. They remind you of days that have gone by, but spark memories of youth and hanging out with loved ones that are no longer with us. Now I've made that dream a reality. First with my Ellsworth Flea Market, and now my own store, Nana's Attic and Then Some, located in the old Olympia Sports in Ellsworth, where you'll find treasures and antiques galore.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Jimmy Carter is in hospice care, his foundation making the announcement Saturday. The 98-year-old has had a series of health scares and hospital stays throughout his 90s, and now says he wants to spend his last days at home with the people he loves. Fox's Madeline Rivera has a story from Atlanta.
Well wishes are pouring in after the news regarding former President Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, the oldest living president in U.S. history, is now under hospice care. The Carter Center releasing a statement Saturday saying the former president has in part, quote, decided to spend his remaining time at home with his family and receive hospice care instead of additional medical intervention. Carter has overcome a series of health issues throughout his later years, even beating brain cancer in 2015. In 2019, he underwent surgery to relieve pressure on his brain after some falls. The recent news leaving many to reflect on Carter's long legacy.
He was a no-nonsense president. He told people the truth.
Carter became the 39th president in 1976, beating incumbent Gerald Ford. The longtime humanitarian has been admired for his work both inside and outside of the political world. After his presidency, he and his wife created the Carter Presidential Center, championing several human rights efforts across the globe.
I think that both the president and Mrs. Carter have been humanitarians who, post the presidency, have been very good, decent human beings.
He didn't attend President Biden's inauguration in 2021 because of the coronavirus pandemic, but the president and the first lady did pay the Carters a visit in Plains, Georgia, later that year.
It was great. It was great to see President Carter, and we sat and talked about the old days.
A Carter spokesperson says he is surrounded by family. In Atlanta, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
The CEO of Norfolk Southern visiting East Palestine, Ohio, Saturday, more than 2 weeks after a train derailed in town, spewing potentially cancer-causing chemicals into the environment. So far, testing shows the air and municipal water supply are clean, but that's doing little to ease the minds of local residents. Fox's Garrett Tenney has the latest.
The CEO of Norfolk Southern Railway is in East Palestine today, meeting with officials, response teams, and community members. We caught up with him this morning just as he left.
Why are you here?
I'm here to support the community, and if you'll excuse me, that's where I'm headed right now, to meet with some community members. Thank you.
Well, testing data suggests everything from the municipal water system is safe. Closer to the crash site, you can see creeks that are still extremely contaminated.
Wow.
Look at all that.
Look at it.
It's all in the bottom of the creek bed.
Those creeks have been dammed up to prevent that contamination from spreading, and officials say it's going to take some time to decontaminate it and the soil around it. As for the air, data also suggests it's safe for folks to breathe. The town's mayor isn't convinced.
Down through downtown, there's actually a creek that runs down right through the middle of town and under the buildings, and the smell it's horrendous down there. They keep saying that, everything's good and the air's good and it's testing good. And I've seen the results with my own eyes, but I'm starting to question some of the air results.
A lot of additional help is coming into East Palestine today as well, with an incident response team from FEMA, as well as medical, toxicology, and disease experts from HHS and the CDC. In East Palestine, I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.
After this commercial, we take a look at an unpleasant rising trend. And authorities arrest a man dealing fentanyl to kids. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I promise you we're going to find her.
He doesn't get away.
The girls, where are they?
Alert Missing Persons Unit, Monday on Fox.
LiftMaster is the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Can alert you if you left it open and let you close it from most anywhere in the world. And where's the best place to get your LiftMaster? From PDQ Door. PDQDoor.com.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider, the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
LiftMaster is the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Can alert you if you left it open and let you close it from most anywhere in the world. And where's the best place to get your LiftMaster? From PDQ Door. PDQDoor.com.
The fight against the growing fentanyl crisis across the nation is far from over, but authorities are still trying to combat it. This time, police in Texas caught a dealer who sold fentanyl to minors. Fox's David Centendry has more on the story.
22-year-old Jason Xavier Villanueva is facing a federal drug trafficking charge for allegedly selling deadly fentanyl to kids who were selling to other kids. Federal investigators say Villanueva sold in bulk and that he's connected to Luis Navarrete and Magali Mejia Cano, who were charged last week after a raid at a home down the street from a cluster of schools.
We believe these three traffickers, Mr. Villanueva, Mr. Navarrete, and Ms. Cano, are linked to as many as 10 juvenile overdoses, 3 of them fatal, in the Carrollton Farmers Branch School District.
The age range of overdose victims, 13 to 17 years old, students of R.L. Turner High School, DeWitt Perry Middle School, and Dan F. Long Middle School, according to the complaint. Carrollton police identified 8 juvenile dealers at R.L. Turner. The Drug Enforcement Administration emphasizes that fentanyl is a growing problem.
Into some of the most affluent parts of North Texas, just as much as some of the more rural. And so that is where, I guess, to me, every parent cannot sit there and point to, oh, that only happens there, or that won't happen to our family.
According to the complaint, in December, one of the surviving overdose victims, a 14-year-old girl, told police she bought pills from a 16-year-old dealer. The dealer told police his source was Villanueva's Instagram account. Villanueva is a former R.L. Turner student. In January, the DEA obtained a search warrant for Villanueva's Instagram. Around that time, the 14-year-old girl who overdosed in December overdosed again and survived. The complaint says it was through her, as well as another girl who overdosed, and evidence from Villanueva's Instagram that investigators established purchasing connections back to Villanueva. Later, when Navarrete was arrested, he told the DEA his dealer's dealer was Villanueva.
Last year, the DEA here in Dallas seized over 11.4 million potential deadly doses. This represents an approximate 254% increase from 2021.
The complaint highlights photos of pills from Villanueva's Instagram account.
Most were round blue tablets inscribed M30, like the ones you see on the screen. But instead of containing oxycodone, they contained fentanyl, a terrifying drug up to 150 times more potent than oxy.
We have a great understanding of we don't want this in our community.
Carrollton's police chief would not say if he'll call for more school resource officers on campus, but he says he's pleased with their work.
They're helping us through these investigations.
David Centendry, Fox 4 News.
Americans are racking up debt at an alarming rate, a troubling sign that inflation is eating away at American savings. Fox's Madeline Rivera reports from the data in Washington.
By some measures, the economy looks resilient, with retail sales rebounding in January and the lowest unemployment rate in more than 50 years. But new data shows trouble ahead as more people sink deeper into debt.
I think everything's kind of high right now.
Total household debt rose by 2.4% to $16.9 trillion in the final quarter of 2022. Most alarming is the share of credit card debt. Credit card balances grew by $61 billion to $986 billion, a record high.
The credit card debt is what bothers me the most because you know what the interest rates are on those. It's just very, very high.
Younger borrowers in their 20s and 30s appear to be struggling the most. They're beginning to miss some credit card and auto loan payments and are experiencing the highest delinquency rates. Inflation and higher interest rates may be to blame, the latter resulting in higher minimum monthly payments.
You look at the credit card defaults, right? You look at what's happening with auto loans, and these are a bunch of small cracks that are trickling down from the macro.
The White House, though, is pushing back.
Mortgage, auto, and credit card delinquencies are below pre-pandemic levels. In fact, mortgage delinquencies are near record lows since the start of the data in 2003.
While credit card balances grew quickly in the fourth quarter, mortgage and auto loan balances increased more moderately at a pace consistent with pre-pandemic levels. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Conrad Suspensky in next with our full 5-day forecast.
All right, we finally cleared up. That wintry mess is finally out of the region, but more snow is on the way, and heavy snow at that. When and how much snow are we going to get? I'll have the answers plus more coming up.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Comfort Shoes and More will make winter easier. Next Grip men's and ladies' boots feature cutting-edge technology to make walkways a breeze. Corkers are made with interchangeable soles to conquer the roughest winter conditions. Navitec with the flip it and clip it spikes make you confident no matter what the conditions are. Bruce McDonald's trained podorthist will make sure the fit is perfect for you. See why thousands of people have trusted Comfort Shoes and More for all of their footwear. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring a Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
You just wait around a minute, something awful's bound to happen. You saved me. That's what we're here for. 911 Lone Star, Tuesday on Fox.
Welcome back, folks. All right, what a nice day out there today. We had that wintry mess yesterday. Today, pretty clear, and most of the Northeast is actually in the clear. Look at PA, upstate New York, same thing in Massachusetts. Everybody's in the clear. Just a few passing clouds. We are a little bit on the chilly end, though, but hey, and we'll take that sunshine any day. But things are going to be changing, especially by end of next week. But let's talk about Sunday into Monday. We're looking at a little bit of rain moving in with those warmer temperatures back into the 40s. Wow, we've been having some really mild air the last several months. It's been a pretty mild winter so far. But next week, we will have a couple of changes on the way. So not much rain for Monday. We're looking at maybe 0.06 inches of rain. That's less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. So that's mostly sprinkles in the area, not a big rain event at all. Our winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings are long gone with that storm. We do still have some small craft advisories, though, in effect till those morning hours on Sunday, and that's closer to the coast with that little bit of a breeze if you're out and about, maybe fishing and enjoying the sunshine. Talk a little bit about temperatures, though. Once again, we're back on repeat with those warmer temperatures in the New York, D.C., Raleigh, same story, but things will start to change. All this cold air up north into Canada, those pink and purple colors, those are very frigid temperatures, and that's going to really start to drop back down here into the lower 48. Our average high should be around 32 degrees. Look at Monday, 45 degrees. Wow, it's going to be warm. Then we climb that ladder down pretty much 30s Tuesday into Wednesday. Look at Thursday and Friday. Teens will be back with more chances of snow. Tonight, though, temperatures will be in those mid to upper teens, partly cloudy skies, pretty calm winds, so a nice day, nice night tonight into those morning hours tomorrow. Increasing clouds tomorrow, though, but hey, we'll take that 40 degrees any day. A little bit more melting of the snow, a light wind out of the southwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. All right, our extended forecast outlook does show a couple of drizzle sprinkles in the area on Monday, warm temperatures. Then we cool down on Tuesday. Pretty clear skies, lots of sunshine. Wednesday, the calm before the storm. Temperatures in the mid-30s, mostly cloudy skies. Late Wednesday night, mostly to Thursday. Thursday, is that going to be the day with some heavy snow moving in? Temperatures around 18 degrees. AJ?
Thanks, Conrad. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Realtors at Morrison & Company with Next Home Experience have been serving satisfied clients since 2016. With more than $25 million in sales for 2022 alone, we hold the expertise to get you from under contract to closing during this very personal experience. Our modern and hands-on approach will get you where you want to be, faster and with less hassle. Call us today for your real estate options.
Dad, not another showing.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Two of rock's finest under the stars. Goo Goo Dolls with special guest Fitz and the Tantrums. The Big Night Out Tour. Friday, September 29th, Main Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. Goo Goo Dolls with special guest Fitz and the Tantrums. One evening together live. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. I'm gonna make this right. You can tell me the truth.
Accused, Tuesday on Fox.
Welcome back into Fast Break Tournament Edition. I am Tyler Cruz here with all of your Maine high school basketball tournament coverage needs. Ryan Sudol is standing by at the Augusta Civic Center where Class A North boys quarterfinals just wrapped up. But before we do that, let's take a look at those brackets. Brewer and Camden Hills, the 1-8 matchup at the top. Mount Blue and Coney, the 4-5. Skowhegan and Lawrence, the 3-6. They were our first matchup of the day. And Nokomis and Messalonsky, the 2-7 at the bottom of that quarterfinal bracket. All right, that is where Class A North boys stands heading into today. Ryan Sudol was at the Augusta Civic Center for all the action. Ryan, what's going on?
Hey, Tyler, thank you so much. Yes, I'm here at the Augusta Civic Center. And what a day of basketball it was. The boys A North quarterfinals happened here today. 4 games. We had an unexpected blowout, an upset, and a near upset. Let's start with the 4 o'clock matchup. It's the 3-seed Skowhegan against the 6-seed Lawrence. Lawrence actually beat Skowhegan in the regular season. First quarter was a pretty close one. In the start, both teams traded threes with Adam Savage hitting 2 of them for Skowhegan. Riverhawks led by 1 after 1. In the second, the Riverhawks would start to pull away. They really forced the issue on the inside with guys like the LePage twins, and then at the end of the quarter, it was Adam Savage who put in a buzzer-beating putback, 33-21 Scow. In the second half, it would be more of the same. Great ball movement and continued focus on the inside was key as Skowhegan wins it 68-44. Here's the game's high scorer, Colin LePage, on the win.
I mean, anytime you beat Lawrence, it feels good, but especially this one. Last time, I feel like they kind of took one from us, and so this one feels good, especially in the turning.
Okay, now to the 2 versus 7, the defending champs Nokomis against Messalonsky. The Eagles started out strong, mostly due to the fact of Merrick Smith. 6'9" sophomore went nuts in the first half. They would actually have the lead until Nokomis' Madden White hit a buzzer beater to tie it at 26 after 2. The game would continue to go back and forth in the third, both teams trading buckets, but the Eagles would hold on to the lead 37-35 into the fourth, and it was wild in the fourth. Nokomis' Madden White would hit a fadeaway to tie it at 48 with under 10 to go, and then down the other end with 4 to go. Walter Fiegel, the dish inside to Smith. Go crazy, folks. The defending champs go down. The 7th seed, Messalonsky, defeats Nokomis 50-48. Here's Smith on his shining moment.
On the play before, I was thinking I'm trying to get this game winner. The entire time, come off the court, and then we call a timeout, and I was like, I need the ball. Pretty much, yeah. I was really excited.
What a game, what a moment. Next up was the 4 versus 5, Mount Blue against Coney. The Rams would dominate in the first half. They were up by 20, 39-19 at the half. Coney was shooting the lights out. There you saw Brady Hopkins. It would be much more of the same in the second half, but on the interior. Didn't make much from 3, but guys like Parker Surgeon and Eli Kleiber-Parise carried the load in the paint. Mount Blue would get some kicks in. You see Evan Sterling there on the putback. But in the end, Coney, the 5 seed, with the upset win, 72-50. They will play the winner of the nightcap, which just completed a little bit ago. Number 1, Brewer against number 8, Camden Hills. The Jammers would have an early lead. You saw Will Duke hit the 3. He was great tonight. And while Brady Saunders and Brewer would have the lead after 1, it was just a 3-point lead. Second quarter, Brewer would get outscored by 10 by Camden Hills. The Windjammers had a 29-22 lead at the half. Is this happening? Well, in the third, the Witches would go on a measly 17-3 run. Saunders was his usual self from deep, and Brock Flagg was money on the interior. The Witches would maintain the momentum and then some in the fourth. They go on to survive and win it 59-46. Brady Saunders had 27 points, including his 1,000th point. Here he is on that.
I mean, it was an amazing feeling having the support of Brewer on my back and them going crazy when I hit the foul shot. It just meant the world to me, and I think we really used that in the second half in our comeback win. So.
And with all that, Tyler, you couldn't have asked for a better day of basketball. I mean, it's my first tournament. I saw my first buzzer beater. My first big upset, which was the same game as the buzzer beater. Great shooting from Coney. The excitement in the first half of that Brewer-Camden Hills game. I can't wait to do it all again on Wednesday. And by the way, Tyler, I got your hairbrush. That's all for me in Augusta. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Had to kind of use the finger comb here. Bring that back safely. Class A quarterfinals all wrapped up. Class B wrapped up today. Let's go to the Cross Center for that action. But first, those brackets. We'll start with the Class B North girls. Those quarterfinals last night, Ellsworth over MDI, Caribou over Foxcroft. That's our semifinal right now. So today, Old Town and Presque Isle would play, followed by Washington Academy and Holton. And then for Class B North boys, we had Ellsworth and Washington Academy set to play in that 4-5 matchup, Old Town and Foxcroft Academy, to see who gets that other semifinal matchup after Orono and Presque Isle advanced on Friday. So, the girls kicking us off on Saturday morning. Last two North quarterfinals matchups, starting with Washington Academy and Holton. Shout out Noah Smith for this footage. Starting in the first here are the Raiders. Chloe Kilton takes it strong to the hole for 2. And then on the other end, on the break, it's Amelia Kalnin. She's going to finish through the contact and 1. Second quarter, here she is again. Too quick on defense. Turns that steal into some quick and easy points on the other end. And then to the second half we go. The Raiders would fight. Sarah Moulton finds Chloe Dinsmore on the elbow for the 3-ball. That one's money, but the Shires were too much. Emma Swallow finds Caitlin Penny on the break. Holton wins 54-32. And then wrapping up our Class B girls corners, top-seeded Old Town and 8-seed Presque Isle. Old Town in the first off the inbounds pass. That eventually finds Gabrielle Cody, and she's going to bury the 3-pointer. And then here is Danica Brown. She's going to get it out to Taylor Loring. She had a day. The freshman joins the action, sinks one of her several threes on Saturday. Coyotes were out to a big lead. Here come the Wildcats. Georgia Maynard. She buries a triple into the second quarter, but Old Town was too much. Second half, Michaela Emerson out to Loring. Like we said, she had a day from outside. And then it's Emerson again on the break. This time she kicks to Elizabeth Magoon. She's going to finish off that fast break. Yotes win 57-25. All right, to the boys now. The 4-5 matchup in B North. Old Town again. This time they're playing the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Second quarter, Ponies with it. All 5 guys are going to touch the rock here. And it ends with Jackson Smith finding Wyatt Rayfield at the rim. Count that, and the foul. Still in the second, Old Town's Grayson Tebow from midcourt. Look at that connection, the alley-oop to Carson Ellis. He puts it in off the glass. Old Town up 3 at the half. To the fourth we go. Jaden Richard. Nice moves in the open floor. Gets it inside to even Mutafchev, who gets it to go. But Old Town would have a huge fourth quarter. Here is Tebow again. He's going to think about the drive and kick. He's going to think about the drop. Think about it. Decides to drive. It pays off. Gets the hoop and the harm. 3 the hard way. Old Town wins it 52-43.
We just kept our composure, knew that we had to keep the fight in our step every single way, and we just came out with the win, hit our free throws. We stayed calm.
All right, last B quarterfinal matchup here. Let's hope my words word. Unbeaten Ellsworth taking on the 8th-ranked Washington Academy. This was a very close game early. End of the first, the inbounds, it's out, and that is a catch-and-shoot mid-range jumper, buries it. Second quarter now, Eagles pulling away. Chance Mercier finds Peter Kablinski. He buries the long-range jumper. The big man can shoot, and here's what the big man can also do. Chance Mercier gets it off the steal. He finds Kablinski. One dribble, two-handed jam. Eagles went on a huge run to end the half. The second was more of the same. Here's Miles Palmer from the elbow. Money. And then to close out the third at the buzzer, Josiah James Chin gets the floater to go. They are pumped, and rightfully so. Ellsworth wins 70-38.
Obviously, that team right there, they're family to me. Brothers, they stepped up big tonight. I couldn't be more proud of them. They're my hero. If they don't know it, they are.
All right, and after Class B wrapped up, the Class D quarterfinals were underway. Before we start those, again, let's take a look at those brackets. For Class D girls, Southern Aristic, the top seed. They have Ashland in the first round, Dare Isle, Stonington, and Katahdin. Machias and East Grand, that 3-6 matchup, and Wisdom and Jonesport Beals, those bottom two, were played on Saturday. And then Class D North boys, Southern Aristic, Jonesport Beals, Bangor Christian, and Easton. Those will be Monday. And on Saturday, we had Skank and Katahdin, and Machias and Wisdom. So let's kick off those Class D quarters now. Number 6, East Grand, trying to knock off 3-seeded Machias. In the second quarter is where we will kick things off. Great runouts by the girls. East Grand up, Elizabeth Cowger. She's going to drain the mid-range jumper right there. Machias fought hard, though. Malia Rhodes is going to find Kristen Grant. She spots up. Nothing but net from three-point range. East Grand would enter the half up 9, and here's Cowger again with some second chance points. And then the upset train would just keep rolling from there. Here's Phoebe Foss. She gets it. She wants all 3 of those. Vikings pull off the upset. They win this one 45-27.
We've been playing together since we were in 4th grade. It's our final season, and we knew that we had nothing to lose and to give it our all.
All right, the other Class D girls game of the day, number 7 Jonesport Beals. They're trying to do exactly what East Grand did, pull off the upset against second-ranked Wisdom, and Wisdom would get ahead early. A fight for the loose ball. Olivia Willette rips it out, kisses it off the glass for 2. For the Royals now, Rachel Crowley finds Mia Mills. She gets a little opening, and she splashes home the mid-range jumper right there. Back the other way we go. Off the inbounds, ball comes back to Lily Roy in the corner. She splashes that one home. And then the second half, the Pioneers would just keep rolling. Ava Lerman to Abby Lerman. Nice in and out move, finishes with the left. Wisdom's moving on. They win 62-29.
Well, inside game law.
To the boys now, Katahdin and Skank. They are the 3-6 matchup in the Class D North quarters. And this one was a back-and-forth game to start. Here's Brady McAvoy. He's going to get it on the inside, elevates and banks it in for 2. Nice move from the big man. Back the other way now, Jeffrey Martin finds Grady Ritchie, stops, pops, buries the jumper from the corner. Skank took a 9-point lead into the half, and here is Mason McDonough with a nice move for 2 before that halftime break, and then they would just dominate in the second. Ryan Ingalls here to Nicholas Powers. He wants all 3 of those. They took a 20-point lead in the third, rolled to a 60-39 victory.
Well, inside game law, because like I said before, I mean, we're not much of a shooting team this year, so me and Brady, the other center, we really worked that inside game a lot today. The team as a whole, we all work really well together. We all hang out after games and stuff, so it's really, really good.
Chemistry paying off. They look like a well-oiled machine out there. So to our final game of Saturday night, 2-seeded Machias Bulldogs looking to get past the 7-seed Wisdom Pioneers. First quarter here, Mickey Fitzsimmons, too quick on the cross, flicks up the floater, comes down pure. Bulldogs up early. Here they are again. Kaysen Ferguson with it. He's going to go inside to Shane Feeney, and the 1,000 club member rises and gets the close jumper to fall. Wisdom would fight early, though. Great look here. That's a beautiful pass for an easy 2, but those Bulldogs were just too much. Another assist here for Ferguson. This time he finds Ethan Libby for 2. Machias rolls into the semis with a 73-50 victory. All right, more action to come on Monday. That'll wrap up the first 2 days of the Maine High School basketball tournament, and that is all the time we have for sports. Be right back after the break.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Come visit Candor Cafe inside the Bangor Mall, where your fresh and healthy meals are made for you by a certified nutritionist. We also offer plant-based and gluten-free options. Stop by and see us today. Candor Cafe inside the Bangor Mall.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Find meaningful work in direct care, like Carmen, who works in a residential care facility with adults with disabilities.
I can't imagine why people are not just jumping like fish in a pond, because you make such a difference. It's so humbling. Anyone who wants to make a difference, this is the place to go.
Visit mainjobs.care/WVII to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com. Welcome to your family fun entertainment center, Movie Rocket Entertainment Galaxy. Movie Rocket has newly renovated cinemas, and the Starcade features all the best video and arcade games around. Movie Rocket, 268 Odland Road in Bangor, and at movierocketbangor.com. There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
It is Tourney Time 2023, and Fox 22 is your home for tournament coverage. Watch Fox 22 News at 10 for all your highlights and interviews as our high school teams go for that gold ball. And get the latest high school bracket information at foxbangor.com.
Tournament brackets are brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden, great quality furniture and Bangor's largest in-stock mattress selection. Free statewide delivery.
We started Fairway Auto Sales because it was a dream of mine to have my own place. I'd worked for dealerships for over 20 years. My wife Nicole encouraged me to go out on my own. At Fairway, you're going to get an honest transaction from start to finish.
When you come to Fairway Auto Sales, you should expect to be greeted by the owners. We'll take you out on the lot. We're going to look at each vehicle and see which one fits you and your family. We like to say, come buy your vehicle the Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way we do business.
It's an epic new season with weekly themes and a special new twist.
What? Somebody's messing with us.
The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
The CDC revealing a tough truth about America's sweet tooth. Fox's Jerry Willis has a story and more coming up on Fox Means Business.
Stocks struggling to find direction on Wall Street. The market's ending mixed on Friday as investors remain skittish about this week's hotter than expected inflation reports. A lot of them worrying it will encourage the Federal Reserve to keep raising interest rates. And that led to a mixed week, too. The Dow and S&P 500 were down, while the Nasdaq finished in positive territory. The saying, every penny counts, will be true at the pump this weekend. AAA says the national average cost for regular is now $3.42 a gallon. That's 1 cent less than last week. But prices are still 9 cents more than a month ago. And here's something for parents to chew on when they go to the grocery store this weekend. The CDC says that on any given day, half of American children under the age of 5 do not eat a single vegetable, and a third don't eat a single fruit. However, 6 in 10 do consume sugary drinks on a daily basis. That's business. I'm Jerry Willis.
Swapping from canned food to kibble. Even our furry friends are adjusting to inflation as pet owners cut costs. Consumers are putting a pause on spending as the prices of pet toys and products are on the rise. According to the January Consumer Price Index, the cost of pet food is up 15% year over year, and pet products are up 12%. The Wall Street Journal found that nearly half of 1,000 pet owners surveyed by the platform Zappy have been trying to save on pet costs this year. Some are even delaying vet visits and switching to at-home grooming. The Wall Street Journal also reporting that 1/10 of owners gave away a pet because of the financial burden. Well, that's all we have for tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 10.
The housing market is a constant crisis phase, and in 2022, make sure you are the first to the closing table and get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience today.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Belanger's Drive-In has been locally owned and operated since 1974 and has always been a staple of the local community. At Belanger's Drive-In, we've gone out of our way to make sure there's something to satisfy every kind of appetite. With more than 85 items on our menu prepared daily with the freshest ingredients. It may be hard to choose, but it's impossible to end up hungry. Located at 84 Main Street in Fairfield, stop in